Well, folks, after 5 years on Irish TV and Sky 191, I have finally caught up with the elusive top man up here in the north of Ireland, Hugo Duncan. Hugo, it's very nice to have you on the show at long last.
Phil, it's lovely to be with you, and we've shared a lot together.
We do. Tell them what you mean by that, Hugo.
Last year, Phil and myself were out for a meal together, and we're having a lovely meal, and we were chatting about what age we were, and I says, well, I was born 1950, and Phil says,
I was.
And I says, I was born in March, and you said?
I was.
And I said, what date?
And I said the 26th of March.
And I said, so am I. So the two of us have got the same birthday. So it's just a coincidence. And I think, I think that'll mean we have to work together.
It does, and this is the truth. We're born the same day, the same month, the same year.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I always hear about Hugo. All the Irish stars have got a lot to thank you for, Hugo, for playing them on there. And country music, and now it's interesting that you're on the BBC in Northern Ireland here, and it's also interesting to note that in the whole of Ireland, I believe it's Northern Ireland that's strongest in country music.
Well, I think, I'm not saying it because of me, but I think I was very lucky way back in 1998. I got the job for 6 months, caretaker, and they gave me the job for 6 months to caretake the slot, but I was finished at the end of March, so I told the boss that don't mind because the end of March is my birthday. So I said, at the end of March you can put the P45 inside a birthday card. So I'm still there after 17 years.
17 years.
And it's going well, and it's just, there's no fancy stuff about it.
No.
It's just down to earth, and people like it, and people enjoy it, and I enjoy doing it. And it's great. I get up every morning, I travel 100 miles to work, I travel 100 miles back, and I enjoy every mile, every shower of rain, snow or hail. It's just, but Phil, it's like yourself and myself, we just love doing what we're doing.
It is, yeah. And Hugo, we've come here tonight, and we're getting Hugo here because there's people walking everywhere. There's 1,200 in there tonight. Hugo, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
Well, that's the one thing about the Irish country music scene. The BBC gave me the opportunity to be on there from 1:30 to 3. It's prime time for any radio station, but it's also prime time to produce music. And we got the opportunity of putting on country music. When I started, they used to play 25 tracks a day, and now with the volume of requests we get, we're down to 13, 14. Yeah. I used to play maybe 3 or 4 Irish CDs. Now I'm playing now over 90% of all my weekly
Well,
records.
every artist up here, when I speak to them, whether it be Nathan Carter, Lisa McHugh, or Jimmy Buckley, or anyone, Robin Hill, they all talk about Hugo giving them a push. Tonight has been brilliant. So now we're going to take a look at Hugo in action. And Hugo, in 2016, we're birthday boys, and we're going to make sure that Hugo does one of our shows in the UK. Is that a deal?
I would love, Phil, to come and do one of your weekends in the UK, because I haven't been in the UK really for a while there, and I would love to get over and just take a wee break, and it'll be great. And please give me the chance and I'll go over to it.
Well, 2016, you're going to see Hugo Duncan in the UK. Hugo, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and we're going to finish now because they're going to start pouring out here in a minute. Hugo, see you in the UK soon.
See you there. Thank you very much, Phil. And thanks to you and Lisa for all the work you do to help. You're the same as myself.
Yep.
The artists need people like yourself and myself, and it's good to put back into the business what we have.
Lovely. Thanks a million, Hugo Duncan.